Tunnel test coming up. That sound.
Now I'm in the game, I was on the bench. First I was renting, now I'm collecting rent. Run it up. First it with the Beamer, now I want the Benz. Spending all the back like here I go again. Outside says the chirp, now the camera phone. Told you I'ma make, keep the channels on. Why you acting different when the camera's on? Why you acting different like your paper long? 8-day wake up and I thank God. Bad decision got you wishing you could say nah. My city gritty, you could get hit any day now. On my mama, I'ma move my family way out. With some 20s, 50s, hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, trillions, zillions. I'm talking Amazon money, talking so much money I could mess around and buy Amazon. I been winning, I'm like, why me? I heard these labels wanna buy me. I don't need you, boo, I style me. I roll G's and they grind me. Now I'm on my game, nothing is the same. Who am I to blame? Money made me change. Cardi in my ring when I'm switching lanes.
Turn left onto Chellington Lane.
God. Welcome back. I've just picked up the C4S from RPM Technik. You can see the smile on my face. So earlier on I was communicating with Lydia, the service manager, and I asked her how the exhaust sounded, and she said epic. That was the exact word. And getting into the car, it's really quiet. And then
head southwest on Lower Icknield Way, B489. In a quarter of a mile, turn left. Turn left.
I just can't believe it. I just can't believe it. I mean, chuffed is an understatement. So I waited for over a month for this exhaust to come from Germany. We'll do a future video on just the exhaust. It deserves it.
Head northwest on Lower Icknield Way, B489 towards String Road. Continue on Lower Icknield
got in and turned the key, it sounds different, it feels different, it handles different. Even the suspension seems to be a lot more bearable now. It wasn't too bad before, but with all the geometry work, all the suspension components replaced, there'll be another video in relation to everything that's been done. We'll go into more detail about what's been done and what it costs. This is not the car I bought a few weeks ago or a couple of months ago from Scotland. It is not the same car. I've got my friend Ahmet, who gave me a lift up here. He's following me now. We've got a couple of cameras set up in his car. Justice. This particular car comes with the PSC as standard, the Porsche Sports exhaust. The valves are in open position as a default from starting the car up. So when I started it up earlier, when I picked it up, it sounds so quiet with the new exhaust system. So obviously we've had the RPM CSR exhaust manifolds fitted, and the rest of the exhaust came from Germany. Go into more detail about where and why. It starts up completely quiet, and the minute you give it some rev, it's something I've never heard before on a 911. Literally, it's got such a distinctive sound, which is what I was after really. I'm extremely happy with the way it sounds. I mean, you think you're just driving a normal everyday car until you open up the throttle. Even with the flaps closed position, it's still quite loud. It still gives it the same sound. It's so subtle though. It's so tamed with or without the flaps. And then you get that.
Turn right onto Wickfield Way, B488.
It's just what I wanted. It's exactly what I wanted. I didn't want a loud, obnoxious sound that annoys everybody. This is exactly what I wanted. I'm so glad that I made the decision I made. Waited a month for this exhaust to come from Germany. It was a lot of time and labour removing the manifolds and refitting the new ones, and
turn right onto Wickfield Way, B488.
the results are just astonishing. I am literally speechless, absolutely speechless.
In 50 yards, at the roundabout, take the second exit onto the A41 slip road to London, H. Hampstead. Exit the roundabout onto the slip road.
Just to do a quick demo, we'll close the flaps. This is completely normal.
Continue on A41 for 14 miles.
Quite a bit of road noise, as you'd expect on a 911. We'll open the flaps. You get this race car sound. coming up.
Continue on A1M for 1.5 miles.
Tunnel test coming up. That sound. Oh my god.
In half a mile, at junction 4, exit towards Hertford, A414.
Just can't get enough of it. Just can't get enough of it. From those horrible engine mountings, they've gone. Talking in this video, I literally don't. Just listen to that. I really don't have to say anything. To anyone, if you're going to buy one of these cars, have a budget for sorting it out. You're not going to get a 2003, 2004 car and expect not to spend money on it. It's just not possible. This is just a short video just to cover my first impressions of picking up the car from RPM Technik. I'm extremely satisfied with the results, to say the least. go into that in a little bit more detail in a future video as well. That's it. Please like the video, subscribe for future videos, of which there will be plenty. Thank you so much and take care. Bye bye.
Now I'm in the game, I was on the bench. First I was renting, now I'm collecting rent. Run it up. First it with the Beamer, now I want the Benz. Spending all the back like here I go again. Outside says the chirp, now the camera phone. Told you I'ma keep the channels on. Why you acting different when the camera's on? Why you acting different like your paper long? 8 day wake up and I thank God. Bad decision got you wishing you